Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. I'm going to be doing Python this time. I'm stemming away from Java a little bit, although I may pick that back up. I kind of fell off with that class for a pretty long time. But today I'm going to be teaching you how to set up your Python and teach you the bare basics of the IDE and just what you'll need to know to begin Python. So first we're going to go into the internet and go to python.org, and you'll see downloads here, and you're going to download Python 3. I already have it installed because I've been working with Python for a while. So once you're done installing that, just pause the video and come back. So I'm assuming now you have it downloaded. So you're going to go to your Python 3 and click the IDLE, which is essentially Python's version of the IDE or your command line or what have you. And you're going to have something that looks a little bit like this. Now this is the opening shell for Python. So if you see these three little greater than signs, that means that you're in the interactive mode of Python. And what interactive mode means is you can type in one line of code and it'll immediately execute it once you hit enter. So I'm just gonna type print test, hit enter, and you can see it prints test, or 2 plus 2 is 4. So I'm assuming you get the gist of that. But we're not going to be working with interactive mode too much because I think that's a little childish, essentially. I actually like writing scripts, and Python is a highly script-based language. So that's how I'm going to teach it. And to do so, you want to go to, File, New File. And it'll open up one that looks similar, but you'll notice it doesn't have the greater than signs. So that's how we know we're not in interactive mode. Just for this first episode, I'm just going to be teaching some very, very basic stuff. So in Java, I'm not sure if I went over this, but if you had your comments, say if this was a Java IDE, you had your comments like this for your block, and you went like that, and for like a header, you would do at author, and then you write that, or like at version and stuff like that. Python doesn't have that. We don't have any special header functions, and just for a header, I think it's just common practice to do. A comment is simply a octothorpe or a pound sign, or what hipsters may call a hashtag. That's essentially what a comment is, and after that you can type in whatever you want and the compiler will ignore it. So usually for my headers, I'll do a file name. I'm not going to name it anything. Probably won't save this. And then I'll do written by, and then probably do the date too. That's usually important. And description. That's always a good one. So if somebody's opening this up and they want to know exactly what's going on, then they can just look up at the header and see, oh, this is what this program is going to do. Commenting is a very, very important skill in programming. If you don't know how to comment effectively or appropriately, then you can have somebody trying to edit it in the future, and they're just going to have no idea what's going on unless they can read your mind. Apparently, I don't know. But so make sure you comment everything very well. So that's comments. That's really the only way you can effectively comment in Python. But also, what I want you to know for at least this first tutorial is your main function. And to define a function, you simply type def, and you'll see it lights up because it's a keyword. And then your main function is just main with empty parameters. And in Java, you would at the end you would define it with like brackets, and then it would end, and then you would have semicolon. No, maybe not a semicolon. You don't have to do that though. Python, everything is indentation based. So there's no braces needed at all. So once you define that it's your main function, or any function with any sort of parameters, to begin it, you just do a colon. That's it. Colon, enter. And at least in this IDLE, it'll automatically indent. No braces needed. So just to print stuff, the keyword is print, parentheses, and then for a string, strings are essentially any sort of text. So you could say like people generally do like hello world. Yeah, you can do that. But you can also do print with a variable, and I'll go over a lot more of this in later tutorials, but I'm just going to do print hello world so that you can get just a general idea of how a function operates. If you're just using one function at the end of the shell, make sure your indentation is reset, and you need to call it by just doing the function name, which is just main with open parameters. Now, if this was def get text or something, to call it get text. Generally, if you have multiple functions, you're going to call most of them in your main method, and then at the very end of the shell, you're just going to call your main method, because in Python, it doesn't run automatically. You have to define which one that is going to be the basis one, and it's just common practice to name it main, because that's what it is in 99.9% of all other programming languages. So I'm just going to save this, I don't know, test. Here it is, and to run it, just double click. That didn't work. Oh, that's why. Keep that. Just so you can see it, I'm just going to do just this real quick. I'll go over it in a different tutorial. And now you run it, and you can see it says hello world. So that's how you print stuff, and that's how you define your main function. Again, you'll notice that there's nothing saying that this function has ended. It's simply the indentation being reset. And then that goes further on. So like if you've ever programmed before, you'll have if and a condition and then colon, a new indentation. You type some stuff in there for your actions and then reset it to exit it. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Hope you guys learned something and you're looking forward to the next set of tutorials. See you guys later.